What if I told you that your path to becoming a millionaire doesn't begin with the numbers in your bank account, but with the quality of your thoughts, the strength of your words, and the way you carry yourself every single day? You see, true wealth begins long before you ever touch money. It begins in the unseen world, in your discipline, your energy, your self-belief, and your ability to communicate with power. Think of every successful person you've ever admired. None of them simply woke up rich. They built their fortune through something far deeper, the mastery of presence, persuasion, and purpose. They learned that before you can lead others, you must first lead yourself. They discovered a timeless truth. Wealth follows leadership, and leadership begins with communication. When you speak with hesitation, people sense it. When your tone wavers, trust weakens. But when your words carry confidence, clarity, and calm, people are drawn to you. They listen. They follow. Because great communication is not just about what you say, it's about how you make others feel. The most powerful voices in the world do not scream for attention. They command it through composure and conviction. When you speak like a leader, when your voice carries the weight of purpose and the calm of self-belief, you do more than share ideas, you move people. And those who move people move the world. Success is not born from luck or chance. It is the result of inner alignment. You cannot influence others if you are disconnected from yourself. Every word you speak carries your inner state, your fears, your focus, your self-worth. That is why mastering communication is not about acting confident. It's about becoming confident. The energy behind your words shapes how the world responds to you. Opportunities don't always knock. Sometimes they listen. And if your voice tells the right story, those opportunities walk straight into your life. You see, most people think that success depends on knowledge, intelligence, or opportunity. But psychology has proven again and again that people follow emotions before logic. You can meet someone with a brilliant idea who remains stuck for years, while another person with a simple plan builds an empire. The difference is emotional connection. The second person makes others feel inspired, secure, and seen. People don't follow information, they follow inspiration. They follow those who help them feel something greater than themselves. And that is the first secret of millionaires. They know how to use communication to awaken emotion. Let's talk about the 5 core principles that define how millionaires communicate their way to wealth. These are not tricks or techniques, they are transformations. When you live by them, they reshape not only how others see you, but how you see yourself. The first principle is clarity. Millionaires speak with intention. They know exactly what they stand for, and their words reflect it. They don't talk to impress, they talk to express. Their messages are simple, clean, and direct. Clarity creates confidence, and confidence builds trust. When you speak with clarity, your words cut through confusion like light through fog. People are naturally drawn to those who know what they mean and mean what they say. The clearer your vision, the louder your influence. The second principle is confidence. Confidence is not arrogance, it's certainty. It's the energy that says, I know where I'm going, and I'm willing to take you with me. Confidence doesn't come from pretending, it comes from preparation and self-respect. Millionaires carry confidence not in their volume, but in their stillness. Their silence can be louder than others' noise because confidence speaks even when you don't. When you believe deeply in yourself, you give others permission to believe in you too. The third principle is connection. True influence is not about domination, it's about resonance. Millionaires don't speak at people, they speak into people. They listen deeply. They adapt their message to touch the listener's heart. When you connect with people on a human level, you dissolve barriers. People stop seeing you as a stranger and start seeing you as someone who understands them. And once they feel understood, they trust you. That trust is the seed from which every great opportunity grows. The fourth principle is conviction. Conviction is the fire behind your message. It's that invisible energy that makes your words unforgettable. You can't fake it. It comes from alignment, when your words, beliefs, and actions are in harmony. When you speak with conviction, people don't just hear you, they feel you. They sense that you're not selling a dream, you're living it. Conviction turns your voice into a force that moves hearts and changes minds. And the fifth principle is consistency. Millionaires know that repetition builds reputation. They stay true to their vision even when no one is watching. They speak, act, and live their message every single day. Consistency turns ordinary people into symbols of reliability. When people know what to expect from you, they trust you more deeply. And trust, once earned, becomes the foundation of influence, and influence is the soil in which wealth grows. When you start living by these principles, clarity, confidence, connection, conviction, and consistency, something remarkable happens. You stop chasing success, and success begins chasing you. People start seeing you differently. They sense your strength. They respect your energy. They come to you for guidance, for leadership, for vision. And in the process, your life transforms. Because wealth is not money, it's movement. It's the movement of people, trust, and energy toward you. Think about it. The people who shaped your life most weren't necessarily the smartest. They were the ones who made you feel something powerful. They spoke with calm certainty when others panicked. They turned confusion into clarity and fear into focus. They carried themselves in a way that made you want to follow them, even when the path ahead was uncertain. That is real power. The ability to remain grounded when the world shakes is what makes a leader magnetic. Money follows leadership because leadership creates value. Every business, every movement, every community thrives on one core force: guidance. When you can guide others toward a shared goal, when you can keep people inspired even in difficulty, you become rare. And rare skills are rewarded generously. That's why the richest people on earth are not always the most talented. They are the ones who learned how to lead through communication. They turn words into direction, direction into action, and action into results. Your ability to communicate like a leader will multiply the value of every other skill you possess. It enhances your business, strengthens your relationships, and deepens your impact. It shapes how you respond under pressure, how you build networks, and how you attract opportunities. The way you speak defines the energy you live in, and the energy you live in defines the level of life you attract. This is not just about boardrooms and business deals. It's about how you navigate life. It's about the way you talk to your children, your team, your partner, and even yourself. Every word is a seed and your tone is the soil. Speak negativity and you grow doubt. Speak purpose and you grow possibility. Millionaires understand this truth deeply. They know that the words you repeat become the reality you live. So today I invite you to train your voice, not just in tone, but in truth. Let every word you speak carry weight. Don't just talk, communicate. Don't just make noise, create meaning. When you speak with clarity, you remove confusion. When you speak with confidence, you replace fear. When you speak with connection, you build trust. When you speak with conviction, you inspire belief. And when you speak with consistency, you build legacy. Never underestimate the power of your voice. It can break barriers, build bridges, and shape destinies. You don't need to be born into wealth to attract it. You need to speak as if you already carry the energy of abundance. Speak not from desperation, but from purpose. Don't chase validation, embody value. Because when your energy reflects leadership, people will invest in you long before they invest in your ideas. If you truly wish to become a millionaire, don't focus on earning more. Focus on becoming more. Become the kind of person whose words bring peace in chaos, whose presence brings direction in confusion, whose energy brings belief in doubt. Because the world doesn't reward noise, it rewards impact. And impact begins with the way you communicate. So start today. Speak with purpose. Lead with your words. Let your energy show the strength of your spirit. Carry yourself with quiet power, not arrogance. Build trust with truth, not pretense. Live each day as if your words are shaping your tomorrow, because they are. The person who can move people with their words will never need to beg for opportunity. The world will come to them, drawn by the light of their leadership. You are not far from the life you dream of. You are one conversation away. The way you speak, the energy you carry, the presence you project, that is your true currency. And once you master it, wealth is not something you chase, it's something you attract effortlessly. The mind creates the tone creates the trust, and the trust creates the transformation. So speak with strength, act with grace, and remember, Your words are the bridge between who you are and who you're meant to be. This is Shi Heng Yi, and if you felt the energy in these words, it means the transformation has already begun within you. Now it's time to practice, to embody, and to lead with purpose. If this message from Daily Path to Strength inspired you today, then pause for a moment and honor your growth by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, the path to wealth, wisdom, and leadership is walked not with noise, but with intention. Speak like a leader, live like one, and the world will reward you accordingly.